very shortly. It looks like Fnatic are over-rotating towards the A side, and that's going to make it hard for Navi to take over the site.
We spy Kibakin as he looks to move on through. JW lies in wait with his AWP, but has to fall back. Here we go. Schneider connects with frag number 1 before Starrick says, you can't get any more. Flasher picks himself up at 1, but the Navi side are going tit for tat with these frags. We're down to a 3 versus 3. Those use has all of 1 point of health and goes down there. Pronex goes in, but seized again. Tit for tat. JW's going to go down, and now it's Seized versus Devilwalk to save the round. Seized is going to have to go absolutely huge here to try and stop that bomb being defused, and he can just afford to sit and wait. Let Devilwalk do all the walking as he moves out into the middle of that site. Now goes back for the defuse. The bomb ticking ever louder and louder, and Seized is going to walk around the corner and finish off the job. And Navi are back in business. It's 14-9, and Seized left it to the very last second once more.
Yeah, exactly like the pistol round. Very last second. Very good play by Seized, not to peek early on. He figured out that Devilwalk was going to fake defuse the first time. Smart play by the young Russian. He's only 19 years old, and this is by far, I mean, obviously it's the biggest tournament ever, but even just going to a regular DreamHack like this in a team like Navi would be one of the bigger tournaments for him because he's not that experienced as a player. So obviously doing something like that shows how mature he is.
So Fnatic 14-9 have to wait another day to get onto a match point. Kibakin gets himself frag number 1 as Pronex goes down. Flasher avenges with the help of JW, and we're Fnatic once again able to get a man advantage. Zeus down. Zeus not really been that effective in this second half. Struggled to get into this. He's down on just 10 frags for the game, as we're in 3 versus 4 for Fnatic, who can now just afford to sit and wait and say, we have a man up, come get us, pick your site and come at us. As they'll do exactly that. In fact, pushing out was JW and helping himself to frag number 1 and 2, and now Seized is going to get picked off by Flusher, and Fnatic did exactly the opposite of what I suggested. They waited till they got sandwiched in the middle, and they finished them all off. It was a massacre.
Yeah, that was just a big individual play by first Flusher getting those 2 engine kills, then JW getting the 2 next kills, finally Flusher getting the final kill. So big play by those 2 for Fnatic. They made it 15-9 now, have match point here. And Navi don't have a lot of money. It's looking very good for Fnatic so far. Just as Navi were getting back into it, had Navi been able to win that round, Fnatic would have been a save round, and it could have gotten a lot closer once again. But right now, Navi just have their backs against the wall, and they really have to do something special here, as we see JW just pushing aggressively in the middle.
6 Fnatic match points here. You only need to win 2 games to go through in the groups. This would be half the job done.
I would also give them a chance to win the group. Obviously, only the team who wins the first match has a chance to win the group anymore. Because if you lose your opening match, you can no longer get into the match where the winner is going to be decided. Schneider gets 2 first kills on Navi players.
And here we go.
Somehow survives.
I don't know how he got past it, but Fnatic have converted. JW and Flusher finish off the round, and Fnatic have picked up map number 1. They picked up their first game, and they are going to march on through into the winners bracket of this group as we decode. It's very cold here, which is what you caught us on camera doing there. But anyway, as we close this one out, your thoughts on that round? Man of the match for you?
Well, I think it has to be it would have to be Schneider, because he was just such an influential player in the first half. He didn't have that big of an effect in the second half, but that's only because the rest of his team all pitched in. In the first half, Schneider probably won his team, I don't know, 4 weapon rounds and all the save rounds that came with them. And in the second half, Seized was sort of doing the same thing, but a couple of close rounds just wound up making the win for Fnatic, giving the win for Fnatic.
So, as we look at that one, I don't have my earpiece in, so I can't hear when we've got to throw back to Jonas for the end of this one. So do give me a prompt. From Fnatic's perspective, did you see something that gave you confidence?
I mean, sort of what I expected early on, but so I mean, it's too early to say. It's the first match of the tournament. It's the first match in the morning. These teams aren't properly warmed up, so the next match is going to mean a lot more.
All right, let's throw it back to Jonas, BSL Viking. Jonas.
All right, we're back here at the studio after a not too close 16-9 victory for Fnatic over Navi. Also in other action, Mystik with 16 rounds to LGB's 14. A heartbreaking close loss for the Swedish team there. When we come back, we're going to tell you all about these interesting matches and how they unraveled. Stay with us. right, we're back here at the DreamHack Steel Series CSGO Championship. I'm BSL, and I'm still here with Sir Scoots and Duncan Thorin Shields. We've just witnessed Fnatic beat Navi 16-9, and you guys predicted the outcome differently. Who won?
Just saying.
Duncan, what happened?
Just saying.
Okay, so here's the key thing we need to know. Okay, for this first game, we didn't actually get like the map priority. We didn't know what map. So I predicted Navi, trying to go over all the maps, you know. But actually, I've got the stats here, and if I'd have known it was Mirage, I would have actually picked Fnatic. Okay, because Fnatic's best map is Mirage, whereas actually for Navi, it's their third best map.
Hang on.
So
I'm going to call you on your bullshit. Point this out to me. Where is it? Where do you have this statistic?
12-5 Mirage, Fnatic.
Okay.
Yeah. Winning percentage.
Verified. He still called it wrong,
Okay.
but he would have probably called it differently.
Okay.
Let's go back to that match. What went wrong for Navi, in your opinion, Duncan?
Well, it's a very CT-sided game in general, but that map, you have to put up a strong CT half. You need minimum 9 rounds CT side. We saw Navi got down early, and then there was a key round in the, I think it was the 7th round, where it went against Navi, and that broke their money, and then they were already going to be down 9 rounds or so when they were already going. And if you can't get a good CT half on Mirage, it's very, very hard to win that map. And you saw already, I told you, it's Fnatic's best map. When they switch to the CT side, the dominant side, they're just going to tear away, and that's what happened.
In other action in Group A, Clan Mystik beat LGB Esports 16-14. A heartbreaking loss there for the home team, if you can say that. We're going to move forward here with Group A and have a match between Mystik and Fnatic. This time, Duncan, we know the map in advance.
Exactly.
It's going to be played on
It
Inferno.
starts now. The prediction contest starts now.
And let's take a look at Fnatic here before we go into the maps. Give us a
I'll give you
run-through of the
a
player.
quick rundown again. We saw Fnatic before, remember. Pronax, the new guy in the team, he's only played one event where they finished second. In-game leader. Not the most skilled player, but his speciality is the in-game leader, which is what they've always lacked in these Fnatic CSGO lineups. Schneider and JW, the star players. Here's the AWPer. He sometimes AWPs as well. The rifle guy, and here's like the utility player. So there's Fnatic for you. If we can go on to the other team, Clan Mystik, who are ESWC champions, by the way. Any minute now. Fnatic, lovely.
There we go.
Here we go. Okay, so famous players here. Hearts and Irek played in this famous French team, Emulate, who won World Cyber Games. Considered a fluke, major tournament. The new star player, Apex, he's considered one of the best players in the world in terms of aim. But what's interesting, when they fluke won ESWC, again, another French team winning this huge event, it was actually these two players who were the stars. It was Kiyoshima and it was Q-Clear. Q-Clear
You probably murdered his
I'll
name.
get to that. So you can see, okay, there's the guy. And then...
And now we have to go straight into that game. It's going to be Clan Mystik against Fnatic on Inferno, and I'm going to send it over to our excellent casters, Corey Dunn and Tommy Lurpis Covenant.
Thanks a lot there, BSL. Of course, we're ready for this next matchup, and just going to go ahead and correct Thorn how you pronounce that name. It's actually Kelly. It's easy as that. It's just Kelly. And so let's just go ahead and hop directly into the game. Again, we've got Fnatic and Clan Mystik to be able to kick things off here. And I know I was looking forward to getting the chance to actually hop on and be able to cast one of these matches. It's actually a pleasure to sit there and have a chance to listen to Stu or Tosspot for the first time in a long time.
He hasn't been around for a while, has he?
He hasn't been around. Of course, I mean, I think we've all gone through that phase at some point in time. So it was a good chance to actually see his energy that goes into the game. But just quick little roster rundown like they mentioned there before. It's got Kelly, you've got Apex, you've got Kirishima, you've got Arts and Yurik. And so these players, I had the chance to watch them in the last game, and they were pretty spot on. They're very methodical whenever they set up any of their strats. The last round here, whenever they won 16-14 against LGB Esports, is they actually set up right there on Catwalk. They had all 4 players set up to a T. Like it was purely a strat. They weren't trying to go for any default picks or anything, and they made things happen right there at the end.
Yeah, that's how Artis teams have played ever since the Emulate